The first time I started blinking an eye on VDM was when he said he was once an obedient. Before, when we were obedient, I was like, what do you mean? I said, okay, fine. Then the second time, my mind started watching him was, okay, when he started getting this romance with Sheyi Tinubu.
Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you guys are watching me from. We remember some days ago when VeryDarkMan be come outside to kind of support Sheyi Tinubu. Now, some Nigeria come outside to complain, say, what are you trying to tell us? Are you trying to campaign for Sheyi Tinubu or waiting be the main message where you pass? And for me, based on the waiting me as well sense for this kind of things, that I love VeryDarkMan so much. I love what they do, the humanity, the as in for the fight where they fight for common man. But I will advise if VeryDarkMan can do away with politics. We no involve himself with politics, because if he involve himself with politics, he go stain the work, the hard work we don't work. I won't not forget one thing for Nigeria. If you like where you do one billion good, by the time you do one mistake, now that mistake they will tag you. So for my own personal advice, I will advise VeryDarkMan to do away with anything politics. You can have friend with Sheyi Tinubu, you can be friend with Sheyi Tinubu, you can be friend with Tinubu himself, but no involve yourself for their matter. But man no talk much, man let see wetin Mr. Magnus want talk for this matter, because based on wetin the man talk, it's like he won't go that way. But who am I to judge? But when I just drop the comment for a comment section, if the man is saying the right, if the man is thinking right or not.
Hello. Anybody who has followed me on social media, particularly on Facebook, will understand that I've always been a Peter Obi supporter, a die-hard Peter Obi supporter. And I have vowed that anything that will distract for Peter Obi, I will counter it, no matter whose ox is God. Now, somebody called my attention a while ago to respond to the video VDM made a couple of hours ago. I took time and I watched the video 3 times, just so that when I make my response, I know, as usual, his fans will attack me and insult me. But because I've already know that MO, I have decided to wear a thick skin to their abuses and insults. Now, when D1 described VDM as a manipulator, I didn't understand it until I saw this video. Now, before you get so emotional and all insulting and all trigger happy to start abusing, calm down. Watch the introduction of this video.
Alright, so Sheyi Tinubu, I feel the need to say this to you. You need to be very useful to us. First of all, your father is old, and the people around him, their brains are dusty and there are cobwebs in their brain. I don't mean to say this trying to insult them. I know where I'm going to with this, right? You are the closest the youth have ever been to power. You are the closest, meaning there are a lot of things that you can help us with.
Have you watched it? Okay. Now, watch the concluding part of this video.
All my hope now, as I reach all my hope there on you, because now only you feel relate. Now you the power. For me, now you the power, because now you feel see in the eyes of the youth. Now you will feel relate to. We never get any president before where get picking where they actively in politics like you. So now only if you change a lot of things with this thing. How many years your father don't do? Your father don't do like 2 years? Still get like 6 years. Yes, I say 6 years. Some people they hope say 2027 when I go come out, but we all know people who no politics say 8 years.
Now you have watched it, right? Okay. Now let me tell you what this guy is. You see, I'm a very smart person. Everybody who has related with me will tell you I'm a very intelligent person. So when somebody comes with an agenda that is laced with misdirection, I will grab it immediately. Now, in case you don't know what misdirection is, watch the movie they call Swordfish. Misdirection is an art of giving you a scenario that your mind believes in. Your mind immediately believes that this scenario would result to this conclusion. But the scenario they present to you, it's not the conclusion that you think it will lead to that is the conclusion in actual fact. It is called misdirection. Now, the first time I started blinking an eye on VDM was when he said he was once an obedient. Before, when we were obedient, I was like, what do you mean? I said, okay, fine. Then the second time, my mind started watching him was, okay, when he started getting this romance with Sheyi Tinubu. Now, let me tell you, the greatest invention Tinubu has done on social media is VDM. Do you know that before VDM, Peter Obi had social media in his grasp? Now, I will ask you, between VDM and Peter Obi, who now has social media? Now, in this video where he said, when Tinubu completes his 8 years, because some people are thinking in 2027, we say, So I asked VDM, you are a young man. Are you saying the events that happened in 2023, where people were beaten up in Lagos, where people, because they belong to the Igbo extraction, were told to leave Lagos State because they had to vote for a certain party? Are you saying that you sign 8 years for somebody who rigged the election? Of course, the Supreme Court, ratified his election. But you and I know that the election was the worst election in Nigeria, where people were beaten up, judiciaries were shameless, the whole system was flawed. People with common sense know that everything is bad. So, but you see, before you made this video, I knew this was where this whole thing was coming up. I knew this was where all this thing was coming up. All this borehole building, visiting this, to win the hearts of the people. This is all geared towards 27. I can swear, except my mind, I think I'm intelligent. I have been deceiving myself, I'm intelligent. I can almost for a certainty believe that you are working for Tinubu. And the way you are going about it is through Sheyi Tinubu, so that people should not say you are working for Tinubu, but because Sheyi Tinubu is a youth, he will relate more to the youth. He should talk to the father and beg the father, so that this, that. Nigerians didn't vote for Sheyi Tinubu. Nigerians voted for the father. So all this misdirection, weaving the son in, so that at the end of the day, we say, okay, the son will talk to the father, so that the father will give us, because the son is closer to the youth. We know all these things. This is pure gimmick. This is pure gimmick. And Peter Obi, I don't know why Peter Obi has suddenly gone silent. Because the only opposition, the only scare that this APC have is Peter Obi via his social media strength. And I think the strength of Peter Obi has been infiltrated. First, Labour Party has been quashed, now social media. And the only way this social media is being crushed, it is through this. Nobody's talking about our political relevance. Nobody's talking about our political challenges. It is now inanities, fueled by D1, VDM, Nedu, Mercy Chinwo, and what's this one? 1.1 billion and all of this stuff. Today I was in a phone repair shop, and I saw a young man. He was ready to slap the shit out of me if I talk anyhow about VDM. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Clearly, anybody who is making a case for Tinubu, whether it is through his son or whether it's through his wife, as far as I'm concerned, Tinubu is the worst president Nigeria has ever had. And anybody making a case for Tinubu If you like, go and dig 7 boreholes for each communities around the 36 states. If you like, fight for the common man on the oppressed. You can't be fighting for the oppressed and be supporting fraud. You can't be supporting fraud. For me, this is a pure act of misdirection. And I'll be here to counter it. Anything about bekusis and breasts and twerking, that one I don't, all those gossip. But when it comes to this politics, when it comes to Peter Obi, it was Peter Obi that brought me into limelight. Everybody has forsaken Peter Obi. Everybody has dumped him. Those who got into Senate president because of those who got into the Senate because of Peter Obi, they've abandoned him. Those who got into House of Reps, they abandoned him. Because those who went into House of Reps because of Peter Obi, they've abandoned him. Those who got Facebook page because of Peter Obi, they've abandoned him. I will not forsake Peter Obi. I will fight anybody, no matter who you are, no matter how popular you are, so long as it's Peter Obi, I am here to defend him. My name is Magnus Soraka. Please